Goodbye.
Now let's switch to the rumor of the week. And again, this is something that's in the public, so it's not technically a rumor. It's just that people are not paying attention to it. And it's a very scary piece of action. It's not legislation. It's an executive order from Biden that he signed on, of all things, traditional tax day, April 15th. And I'm going to read a little bit here to make sure we get it straight. This is an executive order on blocking property with respect to specified harmful foreign activities of the government of the Russian Federation. Now, this is not what it seems, because it sounds like this is fairly targeted to say, if the Russian Federation does something against American interests, we're going to investigate it and to fix it. And that makes sense on the surface. However, the executive order is so broad that anybody that the Biden administration deems to be involved in supporting the Russian Federation can then become what is called a deprived person. And there's no court action required. There's no habeas corpus. There's no normal stuff that we American citizens expect. It is just a ridiculous situation where if you become a deprived person, anyone who supports you in any way, and again, I'm going to look at my notes here. Here are some of the things that you can't do to support someone who has been declared arbitrarily a deprived person. Legal representation. Where in American history do we deny people the right to have an attorney? Hosting a website, selling food, giving medical care. None of these things can be done to a deprived person, or the person providing it becomes a deprived person themselves. Folks, this is classic Marxism. It's not disguised. And again, as some of our regular audience knows, is that I grew up during the Cold War, and the only time I heard the word commie is when it was preceded by dirty. Yes, folks, this is just good old dirty commies acting badly. And as I've mentioned from the beginning of the sad, pathetic Biden administration, I don't think Biden is a Marxist. And I don't think he's a very bright guy. He's certainly not mentally competent today, but I don't think he's a Marxist. But the problem is, because of his instability, the folks around him who clearly are power-hungry Marxists are taking full advantage of the situation. And we patriotic Americans must stand up. We must not allow things like this to persist in our economy. The good news is, our judicial system, which has been a little timid for the last few months, I think is going to rise to the challenge over the next few, and that'll be our saving grace until we get to the 2022 election.